Yo, welcome back to Past the Six podcast. I'm your host, JB. Joining me as always, Tsunamic Wave. What's good, bro?
Yo, how you feeling, man? I'm doing great, man.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good. Just been probably playing more video games, just like in terms of time than I have in a hot minute. You know what I mean? If I'm being
Yeah,
honest, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, I've been playing more video games than I usually do. So it's a positive thing. You know what I mean? It means
right.
more time, more games to play. You know what I mean? It's a good sign about the industry. What's going on with you though?
Same, I feel like this week and I ain't gonna lie, I've been having to put grades in, so it's been tough. But I've been putting myself in a position to get a little bit more gaming than normally as well. I won't say a ton, but more than normal.
Absolutely, absolutely. As always, appreciate all the love and support. As always, the show's split into four parts. We start out what games we're currently playing. Then from there, we're going to this week in gaming, where we briefly look back on games that dropped throughout this week in history. Then we'll get into some topics, and we'll end with the spin wheel, which has one gotta goes, game versus all types of stuff. I think that now there's 1,100 things in there, and we've already went through 103 of them. So, which is kind of
Sheesh.
crazy. Just like that, it kind of flew by. But as always, we're gonna kick this off with what games you've been currently playing, bro.
Let's switch it up, man. You go first. I always tell you what I play first. I want to hear what you play first, man.
No problem. The first thing is Mortal Kombat 1. That is just hands down what I played the most. Completed the story mode, been playing invasion mode, been playing just started playing online. As you can imagine, it's OD. People
Yeah,
far
combo
mastered.
breaks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. Like there's times where you won't even get a single hit in. And it's not like you had time to even do anything. It's just combo, done, game over. Like it's wild, bro. But
I think they added like a combo breaker. That don't work.
so you could do the combo breaker, right?
Yeah.
But it's like they have a counter for that too, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Oh
It's
yeah.
kind of
Big
wild.
counter.
It's kind of wild. But the game itself, I absolutely love the game. It's the story mode was incredible. Invasion mode is fun as hell. The classic tower mode that we all know from back in the day is still there.
Yeah.
I like the cameo system. I want to see what they do with like how they expand it in the next game. But I
Hmm.
do like it. I do think it's a good addition. Um, I also played a very little bit of NBA 2K24. Um, I didn't get into the my play or anything yet. I just played like basic I I forgot, is it called franchise mode or association mode? I forgot what it's called, but
Well,
my
I
GM or
think
whatever.
my GM
My
now.
GM now, yeah. I've been just they actually like the gameplay of it. I haven't had a chance to really get into it to say, oh, it's much better or much worse or whatever. But like basically how I am with basketball games is I'll get into it probably as NBA is approaching, right? And then
Yeah.
probably around Christmas, a little bit after, I kind of tail off, to be honest.
Yep.
But I did say I'm gonna put more time into it this time around because 2K21, I would say, I think that was the first one that came out on the Series X and PS5, right? Was that 21?
I think so.
If
It was
that
either
was,
21 or 20. It was one of those.
yeah, if that was, that's the one that's the last one I played since then. So,
Sheesh.
uh, played a little bit more Starfield. Again, still like that game's expensive, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like there's so much to do in that game, man. Like, and I didn't even do no research into it to see like how long the game is. Like I know it's one of I know there's other stuff you can do in the game that would take up hundreds of hours. Um, let's see. I also played Call of Duty as they're gearing up for Warfare 3. Which I gotta say, man, it seems like for Warfare 3. So remember how we said how they're taking a break, but they didn't take the break. Instead, they dropped Warfare 3, right?
Yeah.
I have a theory now, man. I think what's happening is I think Warfare 3 that drops in November. I think they're taking a break next year. Because what they did with Warfare 3, they brought back all the old maps, right?
Hmm.
Not only that, they brought back a lot of the old mechanics from the 360 days that everybody liked, the slide canceling and the quick sniping, the quick scoping, and all that. That's all back. So which has a lot of people hyped. So not only is this going to end up being probably the highest selling Call of Duty of all time, as people, I think it's enough for people to rock with it for 2 years. They brought back Verdansk for Warzone, and you also will have the option to play it at night. there's zombies in the game. So obviously night vision and all that. So it looks like they're stacking it up as much as Call of Duty game would. I think they're taking a break next year. I could be wrong, but I think they are.
I think that's a pretty good theory. I'm not gonna lie, because like they not only added zombies, but they making like a zombie battle royale mode.
Right.
So like I think that's a really, really good theory. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah. Um,
let's see.
yeah, I mean, when it comes to that, I just think that it was like, yo, I think basically what they thought was, all right, we'll take the break, which is supposed to be this year, and then we'll put out Warfare 3, right?
Right.
Um, and I think what happened was they was like, how about we put out Warfare 3, take the break, and then put out something new. I don't know what that is, of course. And I could be wrong. I hope I'm right though. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
basically playing like the maps and stuff they put into Warfare 2 was cool. It's still COD, right? It's not going to get any better. But that's what I've been playing. Like I said, I had more time to play games this week around versus the usual. So that's me. What you been playing, bro?
Oh man, a few games. So I'm just go down a list. Obviously 2K. I'm not gonna say obviously because you know how I felt about 2K the last couple of years. But I'm gonna be honest, like I'm really enjoying this 2K. Like I really don't have too much bad to say about it. Like I feel like they made it so like if you want to be overpowered in a way, you gotta like stack the deck in one side of it.
Right.
So like let's say for example, let's say I want to be shooting like Steph Curry, right? I can make my build shoot like Steph Curry, but like there's no chance in hell I'm dunking.
Okay.
Or I might not be able to play defense at all. I could play decent defense. I'm just a great shooter. So if you want to be really good at one thing, you got to be terrible at other things. Like,
Got
you know
okay.
what I'm saying? And if you want to be decent at everything, you got to have the skill to make it work. Like I have like I think like an 85 three ball, and I ain't played 2K seriously in a while. So like with that build, I'm not that good at shooting. And you think
Right.
you should be with an 85, but like you should be, but you have to have the skill to do it. Right. So like that's something I would have to work on to get better on. So like I can't even get mad that I'm not shooting because I got a good enough three ball.
Right.
I'm just not good at shooting.
Okay.
Um, so like I feel like the skill gap is there that they've been trying to put in. And I don't know, I'm just really enjoying it. And then now, I'm getting all the homies back on the game. So like 2K is doing okay so far.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of Payday 3. I'm really enjoying that game, bro. Like that
So
game is
funny
like
because Mo still haven't played Payday yet. I tried to be honest. Before you get into a wave, I had some issues with like the servers, and I just kind of didn't go back to it yet. I do want to play it though.
yeah, it was like that in the beginning when I first started playing, the servers wouldn't let me get a game. But like after like a week or so, I don't know if they did an update because my game do update while I'm not on sometimes. So
They did
it's
one. Yep,
possible,
they did
but
one.
like that, I rarely have that issue. I do have it once in a while, but I can play now. And
Okay.
it's super dope. Like I like the way they made it. So like I'm sure Payday always been like this where you could kind of choose two different ways to go about each mission. But like in certain missions, if you do it stealth, you get more because
Hmm.
like it's made for that. Like, and then other missions, obviously you can't be stealthy, so you get more XP for doing it the other way, which is like just kind of guns blazing.
Yep.
So I think that's pretty dope. They opened the door to like expand it a lot. So it's not a lot right now, but I can see it becoming, they just adding real DLCs. Everything's DLC, so I can see more DLCs. Another game I played a little bit of Lies of Pi. That game is like a From Soft game.
Yep.
It's difficult, I will say that. And I know I spoke about this last week, and I still haven't gotten past the part that I was at last week. Um, so yeah, it's still difficult. And the last game I've been putting a lot of time into is Grounded. I don't know if a lot of people know about Grounded. Grounded is like a sandbox game where you are kids that get strumped. A scientist drinks himself and get lost, and then children find his experiment and get strumped into the backyard. It's really dope. You could build, it's dope, man. You fighting all kind of different insects.
Yep.
If you ever get a chance, I don't know if it's on PlayStation because I never looked for it on PlayStation. I know it's on Game Pass. But if you ever get a chance to try that game, try Grounded, man. It's really fun.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it. Me and the
Oh yeah,
friends, four
played
of
it
us
on
playing.
the Game Pass like when it first came to. I think it was about a year ago.
Yeah, they done added so much more
Okay,
stuff, man. So like, check it out, man. It's pretty dope. I was just playing that before the show.
I got you. All right, bet. Let's get these comments. Gamer Live, look, my guys, what's good? What's good?
It's
What's
good,
going
man.
on?
Caught your stream the other day. It was dope.
Said he's playing COD. Playing COD. Yeah, look, COD is COD. So obviously, if you know how to play, you know how to play, and it's one of those games you could always just pick up. You're trying to kill time, right? I do like the maps that bring it up. It's kind of nostalgia. Some of the maps are bringing back. But yeah, definitely haven't. Still have. I'm not gonna lie, say I didn't have fun with it. Right? It's just the fact that I'm to the point where I want to see something new. I guess.
COD is not a bike though. If you get off that for a while, you coming back to getting destroyed.
Smoked. Absolutely smoked, yo. It's crazy with the attachments they got. They're like everybody gun
Different.
maxed out now.
It's
So I don't know if y'all
different.
caught COD Next. It was great. So I actually did watch it today. I watched it live when it came on. I think it was at 12 o'clock. Oh, yeah, 12 Eastern. Yeah, it was definitely dope. Obviously, talked about a lot of what Modern Warfare 3 is going to be. And then as well the zombies and all that, like we talked about. Definitely gotta recap that. I'm probably gonna watch it again though, because like I was kind of watching it when my attention was supposed to be elsewhere. So yeah, definitely gonna watch it again before I recap it.
And I was at work, so I ain't see it.
She Larry said Liza P right now. Flames.
Oh yeah, I know you. I know you enjoying that game. I told you it was dope, and it's Pinocchio based too. That just makes it even dope.
Said they brought back Rebirth Island as well for Warzone.
Oh yeah, I didn't know
Yeah,
that. That's what's up. Yeah,
word,
they
word.
definitely stacking the deck.
But yo, let's get into this week in gaming where we briefly look back on games that dropped throughout this week in history. And kicking this off, man, we're starting off with Super Mario World 2. Yoshi's Island was dropped. Damn, back in 1995. Look, man, Super Mario is one of those games, at least for me. I know some might think otherwise. It don't miss, bro. It don't miss. The game is dope, super dope. I still prefer Super Mario World. Super Mario World 1, if I'm being honest. But yeah, the game is fire, bro. Like, what can you really even say about it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, it's crazy though, because like this is what I always find. I call these games like the tweener games, right? Like we're at this point, we're less than a year away from the 64. Going from this to Mario 64, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it looked like a wild jump. This game came out in October of 95. Super Mario 64 came out in September of 96. And just the, you know what I mean? Going from that 2D to the 3D jump is insane, bro. But this game is a classic game. Super expensive in stores. What's your thoughts on Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island?
I think this is dope. If I'm not mistaken, it's like the first time we actually saw like Baby Mario. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong though. This is one of
Trying
those
to think.
games that I actually I thought so, but I could be wrong. It's one of those games like that I really wanted, but like back in the '90s, they didn't. My parents didn't have it like that, so
Right.
I had to stick with the. I did get all the systems, but I ain't get all the games.
Oh
So,
yeah. I
so
feel that.
I had to stick with the Mario's that I did have, but like this dude looks super dope. The concept looked great. Like you said, it's expensive, so not one of those games I'm gonna go back and try to get. I am not a collector myself. I leave that up to you. Maybe
Right.
one of these days I come stop by your house if you have it and play it, but that'll be the time I play it. I'm not about to
Absolutely.
pay $100 for one of these older Mario games.
Yeah, man. Oh, but yeah, man, definitely dope game. It's Mario. There's like, if you want to try to find it in the store, it's always going to be expensive. Best bet's to catch it on like an emulator or the Switch online. I think it's on there. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive it is. But yo, let's jump into the next game, man. Man, this next game we talking about, bro, is a game that, bro, this game should have been so fire, but it wasn't. Um, Mortal Kombat Mythologies, man, came out October 1st, 1997. This is when Mortal Kombat was damn near at its height, bro. Um, this is right before Mortal Kombat 4. I'm actually think it's the last Mortal Kombat to like use like the artist render before they went to complete like character creation CGI. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
MK4, bro. This game,
No, don't
bro.
be nice. Be honest.
I mean, the game is trash. I can't say it's like complete garbage because of Mortal Kombat Special Forces. That was garbage. The one that came out, I think on the Dreamcast with Jax and all that. That was trash. That was complete garbage. This was a little better than that, but that's not saying much, right? The game, like Sub Zero, is one of the most beloved characters, probably behind Scorpion, and he gets his own game. That it was sound fire, right? It was sound
Yeah.
fire, but it just didn't work, bro. And it's puzzling to me is why. Like I know one, it was kind of buggy, even though it's a PS1 game. I, I don't know, bro. Was it what? Have you played this? Because like I have this game. To be honest, I don't have the second cam set up right now to show it, but I have this game, and I bought this game knowing it was bad. You know what I mean? When I rebought it, um, it's just not good, bro. It's not good. That's why I was so hyped when we covered Shaolin Monks. That's how you do a spinoff game. You know what I mean? That's how you do
Yeah.
a spinoff game. And this just was not it.
No, I didn't play this game, but I'm glad I didn't, bro. Like I'm just looking at just like what I'm not even gonna say what is it like. I honestly think it's a cool concept, especially for the time, but because like I mean, this is right after like all the side strolling games kind of was popular, kind of the thing. And I don't know, like this is just I don't know what they could have did to make it better. Like, you know what I mean? I
Right.
like the idea. It's just probably not the game to do this with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they could have added a little more brutality to it. Maybe that would have made it better. I'm really trying to think of what could have made this game a hit. And honestly, it's hard to tell. I think maybe the brutality of it. Sub Zero was known freezing people and breaking them. It's just like a puncher. Like kicking people off the ledge. Like this don't seem like Sub Zero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
this one to me
it's
is interesting. I'm wondering if they could have found a way, and I don't know if they could have did this with the PlayStation hardware specifically, but if this could have been, let's say, on Dreamcast with the 3D platform, well, not 3D like we know it now, but back then 3D, I think it would have been a lot better. I don't know. It just didn't click for you. This game does have a cult fan base, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like there's nobody who likes this game. It's just like I know the reviews. I think IGN gave it 3 out of 10, and GameSpot gave it like a 2 out of 10. So like I know it didn't review well. I to be honest, although I do have the game, I never tried to go back and play it. To be honest, other than to see if it worked when I bought it. So I might run through it. You know what I mean? See how it is, because I do love the character of Sub Zero.
see like on this particular part right here, it would have been ill if he was just freezing them and breaking them apart and ripping their arms off and smacking them with it, like Mortal Kombat stuff. Like you feel me? Like
Right.
I don't know. Maybe they could have added a little more brutality. It would have made it like fire.
Mo said he didn't care for any of the Yoshi Islands games. He also said lies and deception, pun intended. MK Mythologies was a shit. Paved the way for Shaolin Monks. Look, man.
Somebody liked it.
See, I
Like you
told
said.
you, no, like real talk. Like if you like look online and you having convos about the game, you are gonna find people like, nah, bro, you don't understand. Like it was dope, and like because there's some people like this was as they say the golden era, right? Coming off the fifth gen, where basically MK dominated. You know what I mean? The Genesis and the SNES. I don't know. It just didn't quite hit. I love the idea though. Don't get me wrong. Like even if they redid something like this now, even if it's just DLC for MK1, I love the idea of it. I didn't like this game. I ain't even on front. I'm
Bro,
in
how
front.
is this man going down a tornado? Like, what did I just
Word, man.
watch?
Yo, let's jump into the MK game that I do love. Mortal Kombat Deception. Came out October 4th, 2004. Now we talking, Wave. Now we talking. Bro, I remember the first time I saw this game. Shout out to Mo who's in the comments. I remember he came home with this game. He's playing the conquest mode. I was like, yo, this joint look ill, man. Let's see if we get this to play. But I'll kick it off with you though, man. What's your thoughts on MK Deception?
I kind of enjoyed Deception, man. I had this for Xbox, and I thought it was executed really well with the idea, especially like the open world of it.
Yeah.
I think they did it. That was really cool. And that was probably the only time that I enjoyed. Well, this is probably the only time I enjoyed like an open world in Mortal Kombat. You know, I didn't particularly like the other one we spoke about. And I don't know if you want to call that Mythologies an open world type game, but nah, we can't call that open world type game. I'm not even gonna do that. But nah, I think they did a really good job with this one, you know, and I think they could have kept in this direction with the story, but like I'm almost glad they didn't. You know what I mean? Because like,
right.
What game that we spoke about a couple weeks ago, and it was so good that it kind of Halo.
Yep.
Kind of like Halo 3, you know, you did such a good job, and then you try to follow it up with something similar and just totally mess it up. So I think they did a good job not trying to, you know, continuously make more games like this, and just go back to their regular format, because Mortal Kombat is a classic franchise that don't really need a lot. It's almost like Mario, man.
Absolutely. Look, man. Look, I love the fighting styles of this game. Like you switch between the styles, and obviously you get unique stuff. One of them being the weapons. I love the characters in it, like who they introduced in this game. Some of them who just appeared in the new one, which is funny. It kind of hurt my heart when people like watching people in preparation for MK1. Who the hell is that? Oh, they got new characters in the game. Like, nah, they not new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're
like
just in different games.
gotta do your history, right? Because we're so used to just seeing the character from the first 3 games. You know, that's like there's a whole lore to it, and this game definitely built upon it from Onaga, the Dragon King, and I obviously still dealing with the Deadly Alliance a little bit in this game, obviously before Deception took place. But nah, man, I love this game. Big fan of MK. But yeah, man, let's get to these comments.
The only game that just gonna hop up some random characters on you is Sonic.
Right. Amy and
right, because like where those characters came from.
He said, "Goated, still the best MK story mode. Noob Smoke was based. They got to bring that combo back. No, they won't, because it was straight cheat code, bro. They'll never bring Noob Smoke back like that. Hell no." Actually, Larry said, Deception was one of my favorites. Yo, it was dope because like I really like Deadly Alliance like too, but not better than Deception. But again, that's how you build off of a game. You know what I mean? Deadly Alliance kicked off the 3D era, and then Deception like just went above. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. That's how you build upon something, by listening to fans. But yeah, man, yo, let's get into this next game. Next game is kind of a switch up because obviously it's not an MK game. It's complete opposite. Family Guy. It's crazy, Wave, because a lot of people don't even know this game existed. Obviously, the whole world knows what Family Guy is, of course. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, let me ask you before I actually get into it. Have you played this game? Obviously, you know what Family Guy is, but have you actually played the video game?
No, I didn't know they made a game. I'm not. Wait, actually, I did know they made a game because I believe they had commercials for it, but I never played it.
Never played it?
Nah, I was pretty young, and I was not. Wait, no, I wasn't. Hold on. This came out how many years ago?
This came out 2006.
Yeah. Nah, it still wasn't on me to buy a game, so yeah, I wasn't getting this.
Okay.
I'm still young.
Are you a fan of Family Guy?
Absolutely, I love Family Guy.
Look, man, yo, I ain't gonna lie. This and Wade's gonna laugh at me because we always talk about how me collecting games, right? So I'm sitting in this game, I'm like, what the fuck, Family Guy? Like, I remember seeing commercials about it. I could have swore it was on one of the handheld joints, like the
Right.
PSP or something. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, bro, let me see if I could track this game down. I have the game, bro. Like, like I have the game. Like the game, I have the game in my house in the collection. Didn't even like realize it. You know what I mean? I was going to, like I said, I have an app to track all the games I have. I
Oh
literally was
yeah, I remember.
like scrolling through it. And I was like, oh shit, I have it. So I like went and found it. But like, yeah, man, I popped the game in just for a second. It's not like I played it. That's why like I didn't include it in the games I played. But yeah, yo, it kind of has the lore of it. It's a little toned down from the actual show itself. But it's good. Look, if you like the Simpsons games, to be honest, it's kind of like that, like Bart's Nightmare, just more modernized, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, I do want to check it out to play it. But this is like the end of the era where all the shows and stuff are getting games. South Park, Futurama, Simpsons, Family Guy. I do believe this was the only one though. But see what the comments are saying. Just said I didn't know about this one. Wow, yeah, and I have it. Like
This more like Simpson Hit and Run though.
yeah, definitely.
Without the driving.
Said, damn, it even looks like a Simpsons game. They can't stop fighting. Like,
bro, the Simpsons did everything. Like nobody cannot bite from them. Like,
look, man, it's a book out there called "Steal Like an Artist." Credible book. They definitely read it. But yeah, yo, look, man, if you like Family Guy, you'll like the game. You know what I mean? If you don't like Family Guy, don't even bother. That's kind of how I feel about the Simpsons Hit and Run too. Like, you like the Simpsons, play it. If not, if you don't like the Simpsons, then you're probably not gonna like it because you're not gonna like the humor in it. But all right, man, yo, this next game, man, is a game that I really, really like. It's a game that Wave knows. So before we even get into a Wave, I literally looked up what's the best intro of all time for video games, right?
yeah.
And you know what they put as number one?
What? This is hard. Yeah, pause.
Are you ready?
From North Carolina, at guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan!
Horace Grant. Pippin.
Man had a whole intro. They ain't put nobody else's number by itself except for Mike.
NBA 2K11, bro. Yo, I remember like being in like school when this came, like when this was out in 2010. And I remember everybody just ditching the 11 and calling it 2K Jordan. Because as you know, Jordan didn't appear in a lot of the games, right? So obviously him being in this game was the feature, like was a selling feature. And one thing 2K has always been good about is like the legacy teams, right? Putting those teams in there and they're getting the uniforms right. So everyone's like 2K Jordan, 2K Jordan. I was like, all right. And I've always been lukewarm on basketball games. Like I love them, but like I won't just go out and purchase it. Something has to be new about it, right? I remember purchasing this game. I remember seeing that intro and be like, oh yeah, nah, this is fire, bro. This is fire.
Yeah.
Yo, what's your thought? I'll start with you though. What's your thoughts on NBA 2K11, bro?
What can I say? Like this is one of a top tier NBA 2K. Like it's not from 2K10 all the way to now. It's not too many top tiers. There's a few. It's this one. It's 13. It's 16. Some say 17, but I don't believe that. And and then this year's 24. You know, I would say, bro, and then the Michael Jordan mode, dope. I don't. It's not a lot of 2Ks like this, man. Sorry.
Yo, it's funny though because like a lot. I remember in this game like came out, and I remember, and this is when, of course, Live already announced that Live was taking a break, right? Um, this what could you do with this game? It had Jordan, right? It had the whole historic run, the Jordan mode, had the my player, even though it's just not what it became, right?
Yeah.
It's just fire, bro. Like it's like casting on nostalgia. The gameplay was still good. Actually, like this is actually still my favorite basketball game in terms of gameplay, to be, if I'm being completely honest with you. I know some will say like 2K12, 13, they built off of it, and I could kind of agree. But nah, bro, this was goated, man. Like this is actually my favorite basketball game. No disrespect to Live 05, that's different. That's more because of the dunk contest and stuff that you can do with it. But when it comes to the actual game playing, this is actually my favorite 2K game of all time, man. Did you buy this at launch or did you wait?
I don't know. I had early release. I was midnight release this.
You went to the store? You went to the store?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
If I didn't, I still might actually have the case somewhere. Like I have very few game cases from the 360s, because that's the last time I really bought games.
Right.
I got that somewhere in there. I'm gonna try to look for it and then show it. But that's probably one of the last actual physical copies that I bought. Of course I was midnight releasing it, bro.
Yeah, man. Like it's crazy too that we're seeing this on the screen right now with Mike with the 4-5. Cause like every time I remember playing this and just like quoting that J line, like come back like Jordan wearing the 4-5 and he play games that's what the mode was set out to do. That nostalgia, you know what I mean, and
Right.
showcase Jordan, and it was perfect, bro. Perfect. Let's get to these comments. Shout out to Patty Ewing too, who's just on the screen.
All right, missed that layup though. Killed the Knicks.
Mo said the last great 2K, in my opinion.
That's a terrible opinion. Terrible opinion. I'm just saying, like, it's been some other great 2Ks, it's just not many. I just named all the great ones.
You said 24.
This one,
yep.
After this one, it was 2013, 2K13.
Was that the one that Jay-Z did the soundtrack for, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
2K16.
Okay.
And some will say 17. I'm not that person, but some will say 17. But 16, 13, and 24. Those are all great.
All right, but I'll get back to you on 24.
Get back to me in a couple months about the 24. Right now is a great game. I'm not gonna even try to dog them. Like, they're a great game right now.
Game like one of the goated 2Ks. Said top 3 for sure behind 2K1, 2K13, and then 2K11.
2K13,
you know what?
I'm telling you, bro.
2K13, I do remember that one. That game was fire, man. I remember. I think it was that the year Melo and the Knicks got knocked out by the Heat? It's based off that year, right?
Yeah, I remember so too.
I remember Melo being a problem in 2K13, like being a problem, bro. Like scoring machine.
Game was fire. Soundtrack was fire. That game was fire.
Word, man. I kind of miss this era of basketball games, if I'm being completely honest. All right, let's get to the next game.
Somebody was putting in work on the Jordan challenges. I ain't even do all of them.
All right, bro. Let's see. All right, actually, my fault. That's all we got for the this week in gaming. Next week I have some more games to talk about. Wave, let's jump into topics real quick, bro. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet re-releases on November 3rd. We talked about, it's funny because we actually talked about the Pokemon games last week and how Scarlet and Violet didn't do so well, but now they're re-releasing with DLC that came out. So obviously it's kind of like the deluxe, ultimate, whatever you want to call it, right? They will cost $95 each.
Ugh.
What's your thoughts on that, bro? Because I heard some folks saying, well, if you're gonna buy the DLC anyway, why not? Some people are saying, yo, this is wild. Like, this is robbery, bro.
That is wild. Yeah, bro. The DLC is just like an extension to the game. Like, I know people charge more for the DLCs, but like, bro, it's Pokemon. Like, what are you really charging them for? Extra Pokemon? Like, what do you like? So let's say the game costs $75. Do they even cost $75 now?
Nah, Switch games are usually $59.99 if I'm correct.
So you charging another $35, $40 just for extra Pokemon?
Precisely.
Nah, bro. Nah, I think that's crap.
Yeah, man. Like, what if they before I even go, would you feel better if they charge regular price for it?
Yeah, I would feel
Okay.
a lot better because I mean, bro, like really what like Pokemon games is cool. I like Pokemon. I'm not gonna say and act like it's a terrible game and then they just with the terrible price. But like what are they really giving you in a DLC besides extra Pokemon? And like even if you say, oh, it's an extra map, or you like if it's no extra Pokemon, what's the point of the extra map?
So the DLC, I'm kind of like skimming it now. Basically, updates and bug fixes. It also says some new Pokemon. It also says well, maps basically. So it's like basically like your standard DLC for a game. It's just a re-release a year later because I think it came out November 15th last year. It's the price tag, bro, that's getting me. It's the $95. That's what's
Wait,
kind of tripping me out on it.
they charging you to fix their game because wait, they charge you for fixes.
Well, I mean, if you have the game already, you can just buy the DLC. But they're
And you
all
don't, you
basically
pay $100. No, I'm not doing that.
look, man, it's Pokemon. So yes, it's gonna sell. It may not sell as well as Scarlet and Violet did last year when it came out, but it's gonna sell. They know their base is gonna spend the bread, they're gonna spend the money. So
This is a slippery slope.
I have seen backlash, but not like you think. You know what I mean? I've seen backlash from people who probably aren't even going to play it or buy it, right? Who didn't play Scarlet or Violet, saying that's kind of wild. I haven't seen too much backlash from the Pokemon community, to be honest. Like, and I'm not gonna act like I'm the most tapped in person with it, but I haven't really seen. Everyone was just like, okay, cool. Like, I may not buy it at launch, but I'll get around to it.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's not a single Pokemon game with a DLC that's gonna be worth $40 to me. Like, cause really, what, like, even with the maps, right? Like, what is so special about a Pokemon map?
I mean, to me, nothing. But again, like,
Right? It's nothing special for $40. They absolutely hitting you over the head.
look, I get it, but again, it's Pokemon, right? We know how that goes, Wave. You know what I'm saying? We know how that
Yeah,
goes, bro.
bro. I know, but they wilding. They wilding. They charging $40 for Pikachu's in them.
Yo, let's get to the comments, bro. All right. Andrew Armstrong. What's good, Andrew? You said why?
How you feeling, man? I hope you're feeling better.
Word. Definitely hope you're feeling well. You said why? Just why? Why is it being re-released?
That's my question. Why?
Mo, who's
$40.
what I call one of the biggest Pokemon fans that I know in terms of the video games and just everything. Does it contain bug fixes? I'm good.
See, he paying $40 for fixes. I'm not doing that, Mo. They should fix it for free.
Yeah, look, so basically saying like, nah, it's just not worth it. And again, Scarlet and Violet was not received as well as any other Pokemon game, to be honest. So I'm very curious, like how it's gonna sell. I'm gonna check like to see how it's selling, because again, Pokemon games they always sell, right? So like,
Right.
somebody's gonna buy it, especially now they're doing this in the holiday window. It's gonna be Christmas gifts for people, but at the same time, it is that price tag of $95 is wild, and they're still doing the two games. So
Wild.
obviously, if you want Scarlet and Violet, you know what I'm saying?
Might as well buy the Switch Lite.
Right. Said, didn't these games come out last year? Yeah, they literally came out basically exactly a year ago. Exactly a year ago.
They copying the Cyberpunk model.
Yep. Just said that's too high. It's like that. That's too damn high.
Yeah, I thought that in my head. That's crazy. I thought that in my head. That's too damn
Said,
high.
I'll pay 70 for a gold and silver remake, not this new Minecraft Pokemon Bug Fest.
Absolutely facts.
Would you pay 70 for a gold and silver remake?
No, but I agree with everything you're saying outside of that.
Okay.
I would pay 50 though. I'll pay 50.
Pay 50 further?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll pay 50. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to
Those
think
are
because
my
I'm
games.
like, I'm trying to think
I
what I
love
paid
gold and silver. I would pay 50 for that.
to like modernize it. Basically, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. If they made it like that, I would definitely pay. I might if they made it the way this game is, I'll probably pay 70.
Okay.
To see all the wait, what's the I forgot the golden Pokemon name. What's his name? I forget, but I know y'all know who I'm talking about. To see him
Oh,
like that, yeah. That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
said hello. No. Well, so it's just the price of the game plus DLC. It's not like they wilding on the price. Better
They
contain
absolutely
both
wilding
DLC
on the
though.
price.
Like, yeah, so basically was it 60, 95, so obviously $35 for the DLC. That's what I'm
They're
saying. If you have the
wilding,
game
bro.
already, then you're paying an extra 35.
What other Switch game got a 35? I'm adding the tax. That's why I keep saying $40.
Sure.
What Switch game got a $40 DLC? What other Switch game?
Maybe Smash Bros. Like with the fighter packs. I could be wrong on that though. Yeah, I could be wrong on that. The fighter packs. And technically, Mario Kart, if you don't have Switch Online expansion pack, which means you'd have to buy the maps, I think that comes out to 50 actually. So Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda, like the ones that they can get away with it.
Away with that, yeah. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As Larry said, love Pokemon games, but can't do that 95.
Can't do it. Go buy a gyro or something.
Hobird is what I called him. Wow, yo. Andrew, wow. Said Nintendo needs to drug test their employees. And Andrew said Snoop Dogg works there.
He probably does. Probably the reason they price is so damn high.
That's a fact. Look, man, it's going to sell though. Last time I cared ourselves, it's going to work. It always works,
absolutely.
man. It always works. All right, let's get to the next thing, man. See if y'all care about this. I know y'all some sarcastic motherfuckers, so answer's gonna be no. But see, PlayStation, Jim Ryan announces retirement March 2024. Jim Ryan's been with the company, which practically forever. It feels like, you know what I mean. I think it's technically just under 30 years. I could be wrong though. How do you think this will have an effect on PlayStation going forward? I know he was kind of, especially recently, more lukewarm in terms of how well liked he was. Some people say he's made some mistakes, fumbled. You know what I mean? Things like that. I know he's come out and said it was him behind the PlayStation 3 controller that everybody hated. It was him behind the price tag of the PS3. You know what I'm saying? So like, definitely some fumbles, of course, but obviously this is a big name in gaming that's retiring.
I don't really give it. I was about to say some ass shit. Let's say it. Let's put it this way, okay?
Okay.
I just hope this means that PlayStation is going in a different direction, because like, since he's the CEO, I'm sure he makes like he got the final say in a lot of decision making, which means he's the guy that's stopping them from going to E3s. He's the guy that's stopping them from working with Xbox and Switch and making games cross play and putting games, making like their own Game Pass on PlayStation and making games more accessible to people that play the games. He's probably the guy that's making the games that's digital never go down in price, charging more, taking the cards out of Walmart that you could go and buy the games on the cards, took those out of Walmart. Like this, that's the guy doing all of that. So I'm never happy when somebody lose money, but he didn't lose he's retiring, so I could be happy on this one. So I guess I'll rejoice a little bit, and let's just hope that this leads PlayStation in the right direction for the gamer and not for the business. You know what I mean? So yeah, screw that guy. I'm glad he's out of there.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit up there in front and say like it's not a big deal because it is. Like basically, like when Nintendo, there's presidents in the past, Reggie Fils-Aimé and them have stepped down. It's been big news, right? Because they all brought their certain flavor. And Jim Ryan's definitely has had his on PlayStation. He's helped them make a lot of money, right? Like a lot of
Doing the
money,
business,
lot,
the business
lot.
tip.
And he's had some hits. Obviously, PS2, PS, especially under him, the PS4 was a massive hit. The PS5's off to a great start. I think him retiring, I think it's more of he's getting up there in age, might want to just step down, but also some of the chirping, like right, there's been a lot of stuff, and we covered a lot of it on the show here in the past about how PlayStation's under fire for this. Right now, they've been hacked twice in the last week and a half. You know what I mean? The only reason why we didn't cover that tonight is I want to get more info on that and see how that played out when it happened. They've been hacked more than a few times. You know what I mean? So I'm just curious, like, why is he stepping down? And we'll never know until he actually says it, right? If he ever does. How they move forward, they got probably, I say, one of the most loyal fan bases probably behind of Nintendo. So I think PlayStation's just going to continue as usual. They're going to push the Portal that comes out. They're going to push the exclusives, Spider-Man, all the other exclusives. Spider-Man's out 3 weeks, 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's going to be a big change. I basically think his imprint, at least for the next 5 years, is stamped, right? I think PlayStation will continue us forward. They have to figure out and still work with Microsoft, which he was against when it comes to Call of Duty.
That's
you know
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. Things might change.
But do you think it's going to change fast?
No.
So I'm very curious how, basically, that's the one area I'm curious of. How does this affect their relationship with Nintendo, Microsoft? Not saying they're going to work together all the time, but it's like he was basically, we're PlayStation, we're the leader, we're going to stick to ourselves. You know what I mean? That's basically his thing. Like,
that's my point. Now that he's screw that guy, get him out of there.
If I get him out of here, be retired. So yeah, I mean, he's still in this role till March of next year, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, let's see what people are saying. Andrew said he couldn't keep up. Every time he tried to speak, his jet engine noise was like wheeze, so they had to let him go. Look, man, like I said,
could be a mutual
crazy.
Split.
It's crazy because he was not, like I said, especially these last few years, he was not well liked, man. He was not, like, people were starting to sour on him, especially on Twitter. Like, you just type in his name, Jim Bryan, you start to see a lot of the tweets about him. Some from reputable people in the industry taking shots at him for this or that. So, especially when it comes to the PlayStation Plus and the tiers and all that, and price increases.
What I'm saying, bro. You don't think nothing going to change when he get out of there? It's got to.
He said, yes, he botched the whole Microsoft deal. This is big news, and his ass needs to be gone.
I
took him to court. Yeah. Push hard to go to court. Obviously, we know Microsoft won. The deal should be done soon. But obviously he didn't get his way on that. But yeah, that kind of left him in sour light too. You know what I mean?
What this means about that a whole different way too.
Well, what this could mean for exclusives, the PlayStation exclusives, if that opens up. I know there are people within PlayStation saying, yo, we can make so much more money if we license this to Nintendo and license this to Xbox, right? And
God of War on Xbox.
It'd be exclusive. That's how you sell more consoles, right? That's me. He's been about the money. So I can see the company side being like, yo, this dude has been great for us. He's been great for us. You know what I mean? PlayStation sells very well no matter what console it is, accessories and all that. He's definitely brought a lot of money there. It's just now the public opinion is starting to really speak out against them. That's why I'm very curious to see how we go from here in terms of exclusives. Like I said, those outside relationships.
Uncharted and God of War on Xbox.
You saying that so you don't have to buy the PS6.
Absolutely. Save me some bread, you know.
Andrew Armstrong, up in the price of consoles, crappy plus deals and free games, unable to make decent moves in the middle of the PS4. One thing of that he loved that a lot of people now starting to call him out on is the mid-gen refresh. And like Microsoft, they obviously did it with the series Xbox One X, right? We talked about last week how they got like three planned or whatever. But obviously we know Here come the PS5. Here come the PS4. We know the Slim is coming, right? And then we know the Pro's gonna come on top of that. Like, you know what I mean? So like he always had these ideas for these refreshes. And it's just more consoles to buy because there are people who buy the original and then they buy the Slim and then they buy the Pro, which is 3 console sales per household. So very interesting. Mo said, never heard a dude. We'll forget as soon as you move on to the next topic. Mo, you don't got the PS5? I'm asking. Jamie asking. You buying the PS5 Spider-Man? God of War?
Probably not. You know your brother.
I know, right?
Tapping that.
Gamer Live said, nah, I'm talking about the COD license they lost because of him. Microsoft was willing to open their library to PlayStation, but they refused to give dev kits, and the whole court thing soured the relationship. Good point. Good point. Because Phil Spencer, one thing he's always been willing is to play ball. You know what I mean? Play ball. Let the games be on everything. Let's get Game Pass on PlayStation. Who cares? But Jim Ryan was more like, hell nah. Like, stay over there. We good over here type mentality, right? So, yeah,
I wonder why, like, he had that mentality. Do he feel like if he opened the gates that he would lose customers? Like, people wouldn't buy PlayStations if they had all of the games on Xbox as well as PlayStation? Like, do he feel like they not adequate enough to keep up? That's why he don't do it. Like I really wonder that, because like, why wouldn't you open the gates? Like, if you know your game is superior, your console is superior, right? It doesn't matter if you have exclusives or not, because people are gonna buy your game because it's that much better. Your system, I should say, your console, because it's that much better. So why hold on like that? Like, why shut the doors? Like, why turn it back? I don't get it. Like, Xbox is confident. They like, we'll put the games on mobile, PC, Switch. We don't care.
So obviously I don't know for sure, but my speculation is being able to say PlayStation is number one. He could technically say his entire time there, PlayStation was number one, at least on the business side, right? You subjectively you could say, okay, yes, the 360 was better than the PS3, like by a landslide, right? But I don't even know if the 360 eclipsed the PS3 in sales. You know what I mean? Technically. Yeah. So he could technically say that his entire tenure there, not that he's going to get another job because he's set for life with the money he's made, but like he could technically say, well, my entire time there, we've been number one in the gaming industry. That's my assumption. That's my assumption. I don't know for sure though, but I'm not going to miss him. You know what I mean? Because I really don't care, because it's PlayStation as the company. They're going to continue on however they will anyway. Nintendo's been, I think, through 5 presidents, with 3 being in the last 10, 15 years. So, and they've still cranking out quality and stuff like that. So I'm not concerned or nothing. I'm just very curious that he's stepping down now with all this backlash is now starting to brew. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm very curious about.
Running, man.
Right. Andrew said, imagine the Game Pass across the board. Oh my God, playing the pass on the Switch.
Bro,
I think that might happen. Great. We know Microsoft and Nintendo are working together, hence why Call of Duty's coming to the Switch. They've also mentioned coming off of us discussing how MK1 looked on the Switch, right?
Right.
And with crossplay available for multiplayer, supposedly in Warzone. But we'll see how that works out.
It's gonna be looking like you playing GoldenEye.
Yeah, so they have mentioned in the past Game Pass potentially coming to the Switch. Now I assume that means the Switch 2, whatever it's called, right? Better hardware. But yeah, man, we'll see it. Like, I don't think PlayStation. I think they're, as they say, can't teach your old dog new tricks. I think PlayStation's set in their ways. Unless they completely reverse it and get somebody new and fresh in there, I don't know if they're gonna play a ball.
I think they low-key scared, bro. I think they low-key scared. I think they position at the top of it, tucking away if they just let go of everything. They hold so near and there. I think they scared.
Imagine Halo, Forza, Gears on PS. Look, man, like, I don't think that's an Xbox problem. You know what I mean? I think PlayStation would have to obviously allow that, and they drew the line in the sand years ago. So it's like I don't I don't see them crossing. It'd be cool if they did, right? But I just don't see it. I really don't.
So I gotta get that old guy out of here.
Starfield.
Starfield on the Switch will look absolutely terrible.
Look like Star Fox.
Star Fox 64 on that.
Right. Most said, hell, forget the pass on the Switch. Get live on the Switch. Nintendo Online platform is garbage. I think it would have to be both. I don't think Xbox would allow their online type of, you know what I mean, capabilities to come to the Switch without Game Pass. Especially now that it's all combined into one Game Pass Ultimate, basically. I think now, so you'll get a Game Pass, you can do your voice chats and all that, which is still wild how you can't do voice chat on the Switch without unless you got the phone app or whatever. Like, that's kind of wild to me. They gotta fix that too for the Switch too. But yeah, man. Yo, let's get to the spin wheel. You ready, Wave?
Yes, sir.
So let's get it.
Already spinning without us? The craziest fashion trend. We gonna answer this? Because I'm willing.
All right, we'll use this as a bonus one. The craziest fashion trend you ever rock, Wave.
The 6XL white tees.
That's my same answer. That's my same answer.
That was the wildest era ever. Like, I don't know if the audience actually was around. I know some of y'all was around. Remember, dudes used to wear the longest t-shirts in the world, bro. Them joints used to go past your knees. And then you had the big pants on. Like, bro, that era was different. That era was different. You was the man with a 6X on, bro. I was 140 pounds with a 6XT on. All the big dudes was mad as hell going shopping. Like, where the shirts at? You see all the skinny guys wearing their shirts short. It was crazy,
bro.
Terrible.
Yo, I'm laughing because like it's one of those things that you had to be there, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you had to be there. Like,
I'm glad I ain't got no pictures.
Like the white tee, right? And then, like, obviously the white tee when that was the thing, and then obviously they started switching to the colored tee. Then they started putting pictures on them. Then you start wearing like the white tee with the black tee underneath it, so the collar show. The white tee with the long johns underneath, like
terrible fits.
Insane, man. It definitely that, bro. 6X jeans, 6X, everything, bro.
Like, 5'4" with a 6X on, t-shirt scraping on the ground.
Game Live looks at the big ass NBA jerseys.
Bruh,
yo, remember that the jerseys? Everybody had the throwbacks, Mitchell and Ness.
The big jersey with the big T with the do-rag on and the headband. We're going crazy with the white Uptowns.
Word. Yeah, the do-rag, the headband, and the fitted hat on top of it. Like,
and the fitted was an 8X. I mean, the biggest joint. That joint was just flopping like this. You just on it.
Yo, like, looking back on it's wild, bro. Like,
that's why I don't talk about how kids dress, because we was terrible. Like, our fits was terrible back then.
Word, man. Looked like the Looney Tunes when they used to wear the big ass clothes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Said Jenko jeans, Goodwill shirts, rollerblade. Yo, Jenko jeans. Remember that?
Yeah, terrible. It's terrible fits.
Most of I had 4X NBA jerseys. Like, yo, it's crazy, bro. All types of teams. Like, you only gotta like the team, right? You can have the Rockets, you can have whatever, you know what I mean?
Gotta match your hat.
Facts with racks. Plaid Bermuda shorts. Like,
I don't even know what that is, but it just sounds terrible.
Fam, the Scully with the cap brim was wild.
That was the wildest. Man had he had a beanie with a brim on it. Like, what? Where are you going? It's wintertime, bro. You don't got no sun in your eyes.
Bro, I forgot about that. Yo, I really forgot about that.
Used to wear the brim to the back, like the beanie with the brim was the worst invention ever. Like, who even thought of that? Who thought that was fine? Well, we thought it was
Yo,
fly because we wore it, but
like
who
you
thought that
said,
was
like a
it?
lot of folks they talk about what kids wear now, right? Or what kids wore 10 years ago, whatever. It's
They
like, well,
forgot.
how could you sit there and talk? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that was
hell,
terrible.
even for the ladies, the jersey dress, you know what I mean? The jersey dress, the
That was
baby fat
terrible.
coat, like, yeah, like it's crazy,
Remember
man.
when we used to have the light up belts? We used to wear the square belt. It was like a square thing. It was a display on the belts.
Yep.
You could change the words, what it
Change the
said, and
letters,
just
yep.
go across your belt. That was terrible, bro. Like, what was we doing out there?
And then
What was we doing out there?
I had an ungodly amounts of laced up mud. Yo, I forgot about mud jeans.
Oh, I forgot about mud jeans
Yo,
too.
that's crazy. Hornet starter jacket, the turquoise teal one.
Nah,
That's a
that was
classic
hard.
one. That's
You're
classic, yeah.
that is
Starter
hard.
jackets is
They
fire,
need to
bro.
bring those back.
Starter
Not the
jackets is fire.
6XTs, but those starter jackets definitely need to come back.
Said I
I'm
had
actually gonna go copper starter jacket just because you brought that up. That's
I had
fire.
the Chicago Bulls windbreaker. That's definitely
Windbreakers
a
was
classic
terrible,
one.
but the starter jacket was hard. You know,
All right, let's get to the next one. Scully with the Oh man. What elements do you think make for a truly immersive gaming experience?
um, storyline, the actual the game, like the environment of the game, like the way the game looks, that matches the storyline. I think those two things make a really immersive gaming experience. Like if you don't got the storyline to catch your attention and the actual world to keep you busy, I don't think it works.
Yo, to be honest, for me, I think I'm actually just gonna say graphics because, like, I remember playing certain games that took like a graphical leap, like Gears of War is
Mhm.
one of them. Hell, even that Matrix demo on the Unreal 5 engine, like, I remember playing that and just being like, "Yo, this look crazy." Or hell, even a trailer for Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Spider-Man 2, how it looks so good that like you kind of feel like you're in the game. Like, I'd probably go graphics. I know I'm the guy on the show that always says graphics. They're just kind of not the end all be all, but like it can help. You know what I mean? Especially for like a Zelda, like how that looks. You know what I mean? It looks so like the game looks so good that like
But
when
the
you're
story
playing
is
it,
dope
yeah.
too. Like that story
You're right
gonna
though.
grab
You're
you.
right though. Yeah.
But that to that Matrix one, I played that for like 2 seconds and turned it off. Like it's beautiful,
Right.
but like all you was doing was walking down the street.
I mean, yeah, it's more to show off Unreal 5, but still, like get a full game with that a story like that. It looks so good that you'll probably want to explore around. You know what I mean? Hell,
Right.
Spider-Man, there's people buy the game to swing around the city, like to see
Yeah,
what I
people go live just swinging around listening to
yeah.
music. I think that's pretty dope though.
Most of the story don't matter how the game looks or plays if you're invested in the story. It's basically
Kind of does matter how the game look. You don't want to be playing the old I'm sorry, I gotta go back to GoldenEye because I love that game, but the graphics just not that great right now.
so you're saying you can't play it now because of the way it looks.
Nah, I would still play it, but like I'm just saying, you need both at this particular time in the age we live in. You need both.
Okay. Just said good storyline with no minimal bugs and attention to detail. Audio, soundtracks, and graphics matter. Basically saying like the whole complete package. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Soundtrack is interesting to me because a good soundtrack to a game / audio, I think that's kind of underrated. You know what I mean? Like
I do agree with you.
like a lot of things I get nostalgic for is the sound of certain games. You know what I mean? Like I
Mhm.
can remember all like the music from No Mercy, right? I can remember obviously the GoldenEye theme. I can remember Crash Bandicoot, the music, Halo. We talked about last week, right?
Mhm.
That music element of the video games. That's a great point. That's a great point.
Yeah, I just want to add to that before we move on.
Okay, yeah.
Like I think another reason I think that is good. Like think about horror games, right?
Yes.
Like when you just playing a game and you hear nothing, and then when you get to a certain area of wherever you at, and the music change, it just bring the emotional element to it too. Like I didn't think about the soundtrack. That is absolutely a great answer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Andrew said story, how the characters react to the story. Some talking, but gotta have more action. Yeah,
Yeah,
some games are too much dialogue, right? Like some games is too much.
I'll be skipping that.
Story, mechanics, and marketing. The marketing ones scare me. It's true, but it scares you because of cyberpunk.
Yeah,
like the marketing part scare me. Like I love cyberpunk story, and it was enough to keep me going. There you go.
Cyberpunk lost me at the beginning. Like when they dropped and you couldn't even play it, they lost me.
Andrew said, "Who remembers Heavy Rain?"
For it came out for what, PS3 or PS4? PS3 or PS4? Which one it came out for?
PS3.
I remember Heavy Rain. That joint was pretty cool.
I think it was. I think it
I think it was
was
PS3. Yeah, because it kind of opened the door for like the Detroit
2010.
Became
Yeah,
Human.
2010. So it had to be PS3.
Because that kind of opened the door for like Detroit Became Human. I
Absolutely.
think that was a pretty cool game.
If you had the opportunity to collaborate with a game developer, what type of game would you create together?
I would collaborate with with Bungie to do a
Okay.
BR Halo game so they can see what could have been.
Okay.
You feel me? Like to show them that, bro, this is what we wanted, like what we wanted. Like an open world, you riding the vehicles and the sniper rifle. Like, bro, a BR Halo game would have been crazy.
I'm trying to think. What? That's a good one. I'm trying to think.
I could do another one.
Yeah,
Like,
go ahead. I'm really trying to think right now.
I would, you know what? I will also do a game with FromSoft, because like I like the thing they did with like with Halo. I mean with Halo with the I don't know what company did the Lies of P, but I like that idea, and I would like want to do something like with like Captain Hook and Peter Pan, and like I think that would be dope where you could just fly around and fight people in like a piratey era,
Yep.
and I just think that would be super dope. Um, and it'll be a difficult game too, so it won't be no Disney World type thing. It'll be like more on the dark side of it,
Right.
you know, because that it is a dark side to that story that a lot of people don't know about, and I think that would be cool to make into a FromSoft game. I just think I don't know that just popped.
That's dope too. Andrew said Guitar Hero make me feel like a rock star. Yeah, I forgot about Guitar Hero. That's crazy. I bought all of them, and like I still forgot about it because I basically Rock Band still took
We used
over.
to
I
go
do miss
crazy
it
in Guitar Hero at your brother's house.
Guitar Hero 3 was, oh man, that game is special, bro. Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock. I love that game.
Yo, Mo, I was the lead vocalist at the crib. Remember that?
Ubisoft, a division style battle royal. The BR genre is huge. Wave, like
yeah, it is.
Mo said, single player heavy cinematic RPG already started to conceptualize it. That's a good one.
What would the like? How I want a little more details on that, Mo.
All right,
Don't lie.
let's see what he says. I want Rockstar to do an adaptation of Suburban Shootout, British early 2000 show about a gang of suburban mothers.
That would be absolutely crazy.
Yo, that'd be
That
crazy. Yo, you
that
know
would
what that makes
be
you think
crazy.
of Bully? That makes you think of Bully. Not quite the same, obviously, but
Yeah,
that makes you think of Bell. That sounds crazy. I never heard of that show.
bro, that would be crazy.
Yo, I could see
I would
Rockstar
play that.
doing that too. I could see Rockstar doing that, bro. Like,
And
I
they
could
would
see them
kill it.
doing that.
That would be an absolute banger.
Andrew says they play Guitar Hero every week in the house. I ain't mad at that. Actually, matter of fact, I still got the guitar. I still got Guitar Hero 3. Well, actually 1, 2, and 3. I gotta pop that in.
I gotta get that. I just played it at my friend at your house, Mo house. I gotta get that for me and my
Right.
kids could play. My kids like music, just like me.
Game real life. Let's say Rockstar to get GTA 6.
Bro, you're gonna be working there for 5 years.
Word. Oh shit. Mostly I got the details under wraps, but it's about fatherhood and lame dads have to go for their kids.
Oh, you actually building the game. All right.
That's
I'll
pretty
ask for no
dope.
more. I ask for no more questions online. So
Right.
that way, PlayStation don't steal your ideas and charge people $95
facts.
for it.
Yo, if I had to pick one, to be honest, I'd probably work with Ed Boon and NetherRealm. Probably just more spin-off games, or even if it's like, like one of those games they charge 30 for, right? Not 60 or whatever, 70. But just give me something on like Quan Chi or the Deadly Alliance and how they got to where they got from the MK1 story. Let me like kind of what they did with Invasion Mode with the different endings. I want to see how that all came about. You know what I mean? It's like more like basically we covered mythologies, Shell and monks, something like that. Just I want to be able to take that and kind of do something with it. And if not MK, we need a new NFL Blitz.
That would be dope. I'm waiting for them to remake NFL.
Just not EA. Just not EA. Like probably be like 2K or something.
Crazy though.
Right. All right, and he said, "Yeah, Game Live said Midway and bring back NFL Blitz." So that's crazy. How we literally said at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
Same time. That's crazy. All right,
brings GTA 6 out is crazy because
that's
you're gonna have to work there for 10 years for that to happen.
Super lost, Snob. We're not doing that.
Curse the question. All right, I can't.
I think we did this one, right?
Nah, I think we just talked about like what
Okay.
streamers we do watch,
Cool.
not like specifically favorites.
Cool. Who are your favorite gaming YouTubers or Twitch streamers?
Hey, did we?
I could have swore we did, but I could be wrong. We might have talked about this before on the podcast, but not on the show, but not actual on the spin wheel.
All right, so I'll just go because I watch streamers all the time, but I say my favorite is Tim the Tap Man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite, bro. Tim is funny, man. He kind of remind me of myself a little bit, just a dad that like to play games and not that great, just enjoy doing it,
Right.
Like when I'm chilling, I'm doing work, I'll just be watching him. He's funny.
I probably, in terms of streamers, cause I do watch a lot of like gaming stuff on YouTube. You know what I mean? Whether it's like gaming classic where they talk about the retro games. I watch a lot of retro game stuff. If you've made retro game videos on YouTube, I've probably seen it and subscribed to it already. In terms of streamers, Nick Merckx is one of them. You know what I mean? Definitely a lot of COD content. You know what I mean? Especially when a new COD game is out. If I don't buy it when it first came out, that would be the first place I go to check. Yeah. Obviously, FaZe and stuff they did. I've seen a lot of that stuff. I probably say that's it. I still trying to get more into streaming. My problem is, if I'm being completely honest, I'll literally daily click into random people's streams, but I don't ever remember the names. You know what I mean? Like to be like, oh, this person, because like it doesn't matter to me how big the following is. To be honest. It's more about if they're playing the game that I want to see real quick. Like Payday, I wanted to see what other people were saying about the servers. So I would just jump into random people's things, see how the game looks and stuff like that.
Payday is dope. I mean, I got more people I like, but my favorite is Tim the Tap Man.
Okay. Most said potatoes for Civ 6. City Planner plays for City Skylines. I don't watch any other games.
I don't understand what's so interesting about this game. I
Which
do
one? Civ 6 or Skylines?
both of them joints. I don't really get it. I do like how they use it to like simulate like disasters, but outside of that, I don't really understand the thing. It's just not my thing. So no
Good
offense.
game, bro. Okay, I know good game, bro. Like I know good game, bro. Stone
Yeah,
Mountain, I
he
know
on
him well. Tim
Facebook.
the Tap Man, J Devise, and you
Him
guys.
too.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. For
Yeah, I do
real talk.
appreciate it. Those some big names to be next to.
Andrew said, I just follow people playing Outlast. That game determined to a person really is.
What does it say about a person that will never play Outlast? Because that's me.
You're not gonna play the VR one?
No, hell no.
In regards to Civ 6, it's fun as hell. I got over 500 hours in on Civ 5 and 300 on Civ 6.
I tried to play it. I just couldn't get into it, man. I just couldn't. I tried though.
Okay.
Maybe
All
Mo
right.
got to point me through it or something. Maybe that's, I don't know.
Let's do one more. Get out. Appreciate y'all rocking with us as always. Last
Word, I
one.
appreciate it. For real.
Are you willing to pay full price for a game, or do you only buy them when they're on sale? Shout out to John Garvin, director of Days Gone, who said you should only pay full price for a game. To play anything less, you're not a true fan of gaming. That was John Garvin of Days Gone. That's what he said. But Wave, are you willing to pay full price for a game if it's good, or are you only willing to buy them discounted on sale or whatever?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember ever buying. I can't think of a game I bought on sale. I normally play full price for my games.
All of them?
Yeah, like I can't think of no games. I'm being real honest because like if it gets to a point where it's on sale, I don't even want to try it at that point. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like if I'm interested, I'm gonna get it full price.
So like
So
Madden, 2K, stuff like that, they've always
yeah.
went on sale for Black Friday. I assume you already had them by that time. Then.
Yeah, I already got them. Like this year's Madden, I didn't buy it, and I'm not gonna buy it.
Okay.
It's a wrap for that.
So that price cut is not gonna make you buy it. Like
Nah,
it's not.
nah.
Huh. Okay. So me, I'm like a mix. So obviously MK1 bought it full price, right? A lot of Game Pass is kind of to change that now, but like MK1, I bought full price. But if it's a game that I'm kind of on the fence about and it's not on Game Pass, I might wait for it to go on sale, to be honest, Or
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to buying it. Well, at least I guess not anymore because of just buy it on the console itself. But I'm like back in the day, I was notorious for GameStop, when they have the refurbished, get like a few bucks off, or they had the bins, the $5 bin, the $10 bin, the $15 bins, 25 and all that. I should always find games in there. That's how I found Alan Wake. The first one when that came out. I know the second one comes out in a little while, but that I found that in the GameStop bin, picked that up, played that, became a fan. So like I'm not opposed to buying it, but it's got to be good. You know what I mean? Like for example, this is the second straight year I didn't buy Madden. If it's something I want to see, like for example WWE, their games, I'll buy usually. But even then, if it don't look good or it's not right, I won't pay that full price for it, to be honest. So which is why I was so adamant against John Garvin when he said only real gamers pay full price. So I guess he was talking about you and not me, right? Like he was talking about you.
He better keep his games on PlayStation then, on PlayStation Digital.
Right. But yeah, man, like I said, Starfield, I would have paid full price for it, to be honest. It got to be good though, you know what I mean? Like, because I will say when I buy a game for $70, 60, 50 back in the day, and it's not good, that it bothered me. Like it's like paying $20 for a whack album back in the day, right? Like you buy an album and it's trash.
Right.
I want my money back. All right.
Yeah, no, it does, because like Cyberpunk, I paid full price, and I haven't played the game. I played it
right.
Like, I tried, but like after that, it's just a wrap.
Right. hard to drop money when most new games are bugged when released. That's a hell of a point, man. Like it's
That's a good
it's almost
point.
now. It's like the safe bet is to just wait. Wait, you know what I mean? Safe bet is to just wait. Because even MK1, when it initially dropped that night, it was buggy.
I kind of fashion myself a content creator though, so like it's different. I still got that itch to want to be one, you know, get it on that day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Gamer Live like said, main games, full price games. I'm just trying to see the hype. I'll buy on sale. Okay, if he's just trying to see the hype or get on sale, but if it's a main game, like for example, Spider-Man, I'll probably get that day one. I'm not I've been waiting on it for a while. We talked about this 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like I've been waiting on it.
Hopefully it don't end up like Cyberpunk.
It can't. It can't. I'll be so mad, bro. Like, I'll be so mad. Real gamers play games. That's it. Yo, that's what we said when John Garvin when we talked about that. You know what I mean?
His game is just trash. He just
can't
believe it.
It's funny too because I actually have Days Gone. Like I actually have it. Like it's
Days done gone before you played that motherfucker.
It's like paying 120. Yo.
Shots fired.
Bro.
Yo, Jay ain't got nothing to say.
Can you have Auntie? I'm skipping that comment, bro.
Yeah.
Word. Yo, we all bought a bad game before, man. We all bought a bad game before. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Say got him. And fuck all that, yo. That's all we got for the show, man. Catch y'all next week. Appreciate the support as always, y'all. It's always a blast, man. Next week, there'll be one person missing from the chat. Now I'm joking. But Wave,
shit.
take it away, bro.
Yo, y'all have a good night. Yeah, have a good night. That was a peace.